Give me again what you said. There we go, guys. You should be able to hear me now. I'm on a new microphone, so I apologize. Mr. David, thanks so much for joining in. Miss Jassy, thanks so much for joining in. And so, yeah, guys, so as we said, we have here Liz. You know, Liz Hensel, she is the founder or starter of the podcast called Latina, and she served. Make sure you guys follow her on social media, Instagram at Liz Latina Host. Drop her a like and ask any questions that you guys might have. Now, we also have Mr. David here. So, Mr. David, if you can take a moment and give us a little bit of an introduction. You are live on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Give us a little bit of background on who you are, what do you do, and what do you provide for the community, my friend.
So, Dave Menzies here. 27 years in the Air Force. I spent, I'm a civil engineer by nature. The last 10 years I've been on diplomatic assignment. First diplomat to Liberia, Bulgaria, then South Africa. Most of you, I see a couple of you, you'll probably see my social media. Into you see my social media. I'm into old Land Rover Defender, which it should be my hobby, but it's bringing me significant amount of money. And I always mention that it's not about the money; it's all more about my passion. So that's me in a nutshell.
I love it, man. So you mentioned, so I'm reading here your bio. So you're the founder of Wandering Jamaican. Is that your um, tag also in Instagram, guys? You know, make sure you guys drop and follow him. Wandering underscore J Can for Jamaican. And yeah, like you said, you know, 27 years in the Air Force, man. You know, respect. I only did 12, so whenever I see anybody that did more than me, I got massive respect because not everybody does that. And so you mentioned that what you do for the community, David. Can you elaborate again on that real quick?
I have this. If you look at my Instagram, for example, you see these crazy Land Rover Defenders. They're it's my hobby. I source them around the world, ship them to South Africa for restoration, and then ship back to America to the clients.
Interesting. I did see that. I know, guys, if you guys are a truck enthusiast, make sure you guys check out Mr. David in Instagram again at the wandering underscore JCan. Um, Jamaican guy making things happen, you know, or wandering Jamaican on your Instagram. He's also on Twitter. Now we also have Miss Jessie. I believe Miss Jessie jumped out. We're having connection issues. By the way, guys, if you
Yeah.
guys are in Clubhouse, just no, Clubhouse right now it's in beta. It's very glitchy. People get disconnected all the time. So bear in mind that that's gonna happen a lot until they fix their things up. But yeah, with that being said, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and then go into the next session so that we keep this flowing, okay, guys? So, you know, I wrote down a few topics that I want to talk about. Primarily, I want to have people come in and um, give value, okay? Give value. I find that one of the best way for people to add value to each other is by going over the books that they read. You know, I learned in the military that readers are leaders, and so we want to give you guys a list of some of the books that we've read, some of the things that we've done that I think could be of value to you. And then after that, we'll get into the self promoting side of today's meeting, and then we'll get started to close on the happenings. So, you know, I'll go ahead and get started while people continue jumping on the clubhouse and we figured out how this thing works. D4 in New York, thanks so much for jumping on the TikTok side. I have no idea if my oh, here we go. We got some other viewers on this side, guys. I'm not sure if I can see your messages if you are on Facebook or Instagram or whatever you're watching from. But if I can, make sure that you guys, you know, comment whatever you want or ask whatever you want. But books, guys. So look, you know, when you guys, especially for military people that are transitioning now, one of the things that we always want to do is we want to work on people's mindset. You know, one of the things that I probably didn't have and I should have had more of when I left the military was the wild card effect. I call it the wild card effect, where I was basically told, what, go through this class, and in this class, this is what you do. You're gonna get the check in the box, and then after the check in the box is checked, then you can separate out of the service. There wasn't really a good structure when you are separating out of the military, and so reading has definitely helped. If you guys see, there's a few books in the back. I'm currently reading two books. One is called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and the other one is The Power of Positive Thinking. So this is the one that I'm on right now. I'm like halfway through the book already, so I'm working on that. But other books to read, other books that I recommend, make sure that you guys pick up. Joe Dispenza, any Joe Dispenza book, honestly, has been a blessing in my life. Um, John Maxwell books, especially the books on leadership, are one of those things that everybody that's aspiring to get into business and really do something special with their life, with their career, you gotta read that. Okay, guys. Somebody told me once that um, books or leadership books are for people that are trying to build a business or something like that, and I find that is completely a lie. It's so wrong, because everybody's leading somebody, and guess what, if you're not leading someone, you're leading yourself, so you're still leading, right? So that's one of the books, one of the series of books that I recommend. It's John Maxwell books, starting with the Developing the Leader Within You book. Then the Five Levels of Leadership, a great book. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. That book was probably the very first book I read from the John Maxwell collection. Such an amazing book. You have, the 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. So you're running something, you had to lead. Leadership Shift is a really significant book that I've also read. The 360-degree leader, and Becoming a Person of Influence, which, by the way, if you read the Becoming a Person of Influence book with the How to Win Friends and Influence People book, they're very closely mirrored. Okay, very closely mirrored. So I recommend you pick up both and then maybe you read them together, so you can get two different perspectives on that. Failing Forward is another one of those. That is a really good book. Now, on the being productive side of it, there's a book called The One Thing. I read this book back in 2014. It's by Gary Keller. One of the best books about becoming productive that I've probably ever read in my life, because it gives you a telltale of what you need to do if you really want to be productive in anything that you do. And by the way, when we mean anything, we mean anything, okay? Then there's a book by John Covey called Mind Power, another great book that you should pick up and read. And if you're married, for those of you that are married, I actually was recommended this book by one of my coaches, Love and Respect. It's one of those books that you guys want to pick up. You want to pick up and read it. If you're married, a great book. The Slight Edge. I mean, there's so many books that you could read. The point is that read. You want to read, because that's what's gonna set you apart. Has to go in winky dinky. Thanks so much for jumping on. But yeah, guys. So that's gonna be for that session. Books to read. We mentioned a few of them. Like I said, this is gonna be a pretty fast thing. This is the first one that we're doing, so we're going to be building over time to longer streams. But this is just a almost a test. I was testing the microphone. We already saw that I had issues with that. So we are now on the ads and self promote. So if there's anybody on any of the streams that we're on right now that wants to promote your business, yourself, whatever you're doing, this is your chance. Just drop it in the comments. Let us know what you do. We already heard of some people here on our Veterans Network, which I'm gonna go by. I'm gonna do this so that I can really help out with these guys. So let me go in here. I'm just gonna kind of go through their bio. I think that'll be very beneficial. For example, DP was the one that was helping us get this thing set up. David Pineda. He's actually part of the Veterans Network Club, Disabled Combat Army Vet. part of the service dog team. He's an investor, entrepreneur, and business solution expert. The guy can be found everywhere in social media by the David underscore DP underscore Pineda. Make sure you guys follow him. He's doing great things with the Veterans Network Club. If you need an invite in Clubhouse, hey, he's your guy. He can hook you up with that. They have a few invites in there. Other people that I can mention, off the top of my head that I've talked to today, Miss Lisa Wilman. We spoke earlier. She's operating as a tax relief person, Texas relief person right now. She's actually out there helping them out, and so you can find her everywhere in social media by LK Wildman. Okay, make sure that you guys follow LK Wildman. We continue going down this list for the people that we've already connected with. And we also have Mr. Samuel Silver. Samuel Silver. The guy is a realtor. I believe he's in the area of LA, he mentioned. So if you're in LA, you're looking for housing, make sure you talk to this guy. This guy can help you out, Mr. Samuel Silver. There's phone numbers there. Just look him up as Sam Silver Homes everywhere on social media. And as for me, before I kind of close this session out, well, you guys already know who I am, right? LML Gaming, Leaders Make Leaders. You guys can find us everywhere with Leaders Make Leaders. What do? We're in financial services. We are currently expanding, looking for people. So if you know anybody out there that's looking for work, an opportunity, or maybe a career change, make sure that they stop by, say hello, they ask questions. If we don't have what they're looking for, we know somebody that does, and we can connect them. And that's what we're here for, creating meaningful connections where people can really build communities and tribes and then get themselves out of whatever situation they're in. And so that's the area that we're in, just like the other guys that I mentioned. Go out there, help out, reach out, lend a hand out, and you never know who you might find. Okay, guys. And so last but not least, on the last chapter of today's quick session, it'll be only a 30-minute session, and we are right on time. Happenings for bets. So I don't have anybody. Actually, I'm lying. 1 second. Yep, there we go. So if you are in the platform, hey, how's it going? You're Christian. Nice seeing you. If you are in the Clubhouse app, there's a few things going on. We have Saturday night podcasters going on right now. They're going to be going all night. So make sure if you're in the Clubhouse app, you jump in there, check out what's going on. Tomorrow, we also have a few things going on. Ignorance for Dummies, a lot of veteran network events going on. So leverage, everything that's going on, guys. Connect. It's all about connections, okay? As far as me, we have, number one, this Wednesday, we have an event where we're going to be having a person that has been highly successful in the financial services world. They're going to be sharing their story, what they do. That is all through Zoom. It is a private link, okay? It's very limited. We're going to have to send it to you via private. So if you're interested in jumping on that, hearing the testimony of somebody that has done pretty significant things in the financial services industry, like I'm talking about 6 figures and up, we're going to be covering those details this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, guys? So you guys can jump in, hear their story, hear what they did, take some tips. I always tell people, look, if you're trying to avoid jumping into somebody else's Zoom meeting, you are not too smart of a person. Why? Because you can always get something out of it. You can always learn something out of being in another company's even another company's Zoom meeting. So make sure that you guys jump in, check out, and ask any questions that you guys have. As far as for veterans, March 5th, it's the day where we're going to have our veterans network event. It's going to be a virtual event. The first one that we've done, we had somebody, a very benevolent sponsor that came in, took care of the platform, so veterans go in for free. We have great resources on March 5th. We're going to have speaker, coach, mentor, superstar, Mr. Joe Molina from the Veteran Chambers of Commerce speaking at that event. We also have Dom Fawcett, another speaker, mentor, coach. He's going to be speaking at our event. He's going to be the opening speaker for that event on March 5th. All details on my social media where the tag at Leaders Make Leaders. Just look for Leaders Make Leaders. You'll find it somewhere. Jump in, guys. Let's connect. Let's network. Let's make sure that we help each other out. And again, if you are looking for an opportunity, let us know. We are looking for people right now, like crazy, and there's other people in our group, especially in the clubhouse, that are expanding their business, looking for people, and we can connect you with them. So that's what's happening for veterans right now in the area, in the world. People in Texas, our hearts are out to you. I hope that you guys get back to some kind of normal pretty soon. So anything that we can do, please let us know so we can reach out and help. And that will conclude today's stream, guys. It's gonna be a short and sweet one, 20 minutes. Keep it light, how they say. If you guys have any questions at all, the guys here, family in TikTok, our family in Instagram, our family in YouTube. Where else do we go? I don't even know where else we are live. Clubhouse, Jamal, thanks so much for jumping in. Jamil, there you go. Your name is written like mine is supposed to sound. As a matter of fact, let me actually bring you in, my friend. Come in here if you have any questions. We have Jamil here. Come in. So, Jamil, you have a question, my friend?
No question. I thought I'd just chime in. I saw your profile. You're a Marine Corps veteran. I'm also in the same gun club. I also see. I also see this as a business minded channel.
That's correct.
So I'm in that vein of things. So no question. Thought I'd just introduce myself. That's all.
Absolutely, man. Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, we just we're getting into the hang of how Clubhouse works, so we'll definitely grow as we go. And yeah, just so we are live on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook with at Leaders Make Leaders. So if you guys have any questions, you guys want to hear more of this conversation because it stays up there, just make sure that you jump in. We had some people come in earlier, tell you a little bit of what they do and what resources they provide. So we are here to serve. Okay, guys. So with that being said, those are going to be the closing remarks. Make sure that you guys stay humble, stay hungry, and stay committed to your goals. This was Leaders Make Leaders. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.